Hello, my name is Nathan Adams with Red T Homes. I'm bringing you the end of June DMAR numbers, and I've got an interesting message, and I might sound a little goofy here as I ask questions and then answer them myself. But when was the best time to buy in the last 15 years? That would have been 2008, 9, 10, or 11. If you were timing it 10 or 11, probably would have been perfect. How many people bought confidently and were excited to buy and feeling like they were making a great decision? I was a broker back then. Not very many people. I see it very similar right now. Market's taken a little bit of a breather. There's not a whole lot of confidence out there. If you think Warren Buffett, one of the smartest, most successful people of our time, he would say buy when nobody else is buying and sell when everybody else is buying. That's the opportunity for you right now. And let me give you some stats as to why you would want to buy now. Nothing has changed. We still have an inventory crisis. Yes, we've built inventory, but that's only because we've had a big bump in rates and we've scared people, and every time you turn around, we're talking recession. So if rates are 5.5%, they're floating between 5.5% and 6% right now. Unless you're in jumbo product, then you might be a full point lower. You might be 4.5% to 5%. But what happens every single time there is a recession in our country? Mortgage rates go down. I think we're in a recession already, but we may not be. Almost everybody predicts that we're either in one or we're going to be in one in the not too distant future. So if there's not many buyers out there right now, there's not that much competition, and you can buy now and be able to refinance later, right now is a time that you can buy and actually negotiate with the seller versus negotiate against all of the other buyers that are out there. There's an interesting stat that I picked up on, and I'm gonna look down a little bit and read. I'm actually gonna read a couple of stats to you, for you. So right now, our inventory is 94% higher than it was a year ago. We've almost doubled in inventory. But let's put that in perspective. That's only 20% of where we peaked at 10 to 15 years ago, kind of back during the Great Recession. Sales, there's less sales that are happening right now. In fact, we're 23% down year over year. I would attribute that to the lock-in effect. If people have an interest rate in the high 2s, 3s, even 4s, they're not trading up for a rate in the 5s or even for a brief time where the rates were in the 6s. So there's less sales happening right now. The other interesting thing, in May, properties sold for an average of 107% of list price. That's 7% above list price. And I think that was mostly factual. Then you fast forward to June when things have slowed down a little bit. Places are still selling at 104% of list price. That's a misleading stat, and the reason it's misleading is it doesn't say original list price. Now, I think when you look at the first 3, 4, 5 months of this year, there were not price reductions. So that 107% was likely on original price. If you're a broker or you're in the thick of it, you're in the know right now, sellers just kept pricing higher and higher. Well, we've hit that point where they've had to reduce the price. So 104% might be 104% of an already reduced price, but it's not 104% of the original list price. Occasionally it is, but not as frequently. I personally think this is one of, if you didn't buy earlier this year, I think buying earlier this year was a real sweet spot for a lot of people, even last year. But if you're a buyer and you quit and you're looking for that opportunity, that right time to buy, it's now. Who gives a crap if your rate's in the mid-5s? We're in or we're going into a recession, almost certainly. Rates are gonna come down. You're gonna have the ability to refinance that property in the not too distant future. So thanks for joining me today, and please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.